We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? White 25.
Check, 47. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
First down, they go with Barber again. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Watch the screen.
On second down and 4, Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
35-yard line.
Ready? The blue ready.
Check 56.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Flip it. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey, here we go.
Throwing on second and 14. Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And shedding through the tackle.
Let's go.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
First down.
Ready. 5-9.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Murray. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Stay with your man. Watch the safety creep.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First down, Saints.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
On first down, Murray. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check. General West.
They run with Murray. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Ready. 95-56. You're good. You're good. Ready.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
On 3rd down, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Here we go, set, 8, read. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Get it.
Here's Hill now after the interception. And brought in by the tight end Cook. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
Complete to Jared Cook.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on 1st down. Murray. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come up.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go, go, go.
Winston now. Setting up the screen here, it's Barber. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On second down, Winston again. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again with Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Breeze to throw. He finds Latavius Murray. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a third down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
Ready. Yellow lady. Check. You're good. I'm full. Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Brees. Going with a screen for Murray. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
It's going to be a long day. Hey, echo. 45 to Mike. Check, 45 to Mike. Watch the back.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He finds Matthews. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
the delay, this is Murray. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down.
Ready? 95, 56. 21, 21. Drop deep, drop deep. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Move. Man, I got you. 45.
Bree's going to throw. Ginn has it complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The carry for Barber. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The first down throw for Winston. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one 28 yards on the ground.
First down, Saints.
Ready?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
This is caught by Ginn. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
We go. 60 or.
Watch the slack. Check.
Gone.
Check.
2.
Second down, here's an option right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Ready. 5-9. You kill.
Here we go.
Take 2 kill. 2 kill. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, exit. Check. Ready, catch.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And Matthews makes the ground. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, it's Murray trying to run inside, but nothing there. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight dog.
A run, it's Murray. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 24.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yellow lady.
Check.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better be afraid of me.
He's crashing. He's
You kill.
This is Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
You got nothing left. You got nothing. Say it, say it, say it.
They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Shit, shit. Shit. Sonic. Check 99. Check 99. Explain. Check flag 47. Check flag 47. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Wait. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
To throw is Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before half for Breeze. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check. 5-9. Check. Hey, switch gears.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. Yellow lady.
world. We want it. Come to my world.
12. 45, Mike, 45.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Once again, it's Barber. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I got one. Wait.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston going up top. That's caught at the 25. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Bang. Green, triple T.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Check. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
He'll kill. Kill.
They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Easy.
Again, it's Murray. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Ready? 95, 56. Check 45 to mine. Not here.
The 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double time. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Check 9.
The backup Rob Kelly, his first carry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe.
We got 21. X3. 218. Chopper.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Ready? You ready? Mike, 45. Hey, come on now.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That really sets them back, a loss of 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
36. Go. 45, Mike, 45. Hey.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rashard Matthews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah.
Now Winston. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Winston leaves it with Barber on the draw. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Check 56. Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Winston now. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now it's Ginn. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year. The best games that we've called thus far.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 76 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
42, Buccaneers 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
From the gun, Winston. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
On third down, Murray. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll run the draw with Barber. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, Winston. Setting up the screen here, it's Barber. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Wait. Let him go.
A second down throw for Winston. And his throw is incomplete. Peyton Barber was the intended target, and that'll make it third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On third down, Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Single, single slot.
Now Breeze on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. The Vikings opening their lead up to 2 touchdowns now. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Winston now to throw on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Jameis to throw it. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help